Alright, so it's been a little while since I've gone to the gym, like 3 to 4 days. The first time I've done that in a very, very long time. And I know, right, the whole stigma is, you know, no days off. I'm a hardcore motherfucker, but it's very important. Let me explain. So let's say the gold pen represents your progression. And let's say it's going steady, steady, steady. Then let's say these matches represent stress. And as your workouts go and go, you're going to build up more and more stress. And eventually the two will meet. And once they do, you will have what we call a plateau. No progress. You reach a plateau. And that is something that you need to take into consideration when you're working so hard, you're putting so much stress on your body that you need to give it time to recover. Now, I am a big culprit of this. I love to work out. I love to go to the gym. So for me, it's hard to take a step back and actually take a break, take a day off. In fact, to the point where since I've gone, I haven't taken more than 3 days off this whole 4 years. It's been constant. Most of the time, I'm going 5 to 6 days per week. And the most I've ever taken off is 2 days. When you do that, you're placing a whole entire amount of stress onto your body. And that is why I took 4 days off. It's not so much I'm being lazy, it's more or less I'm being anti-lazy. I'm trying to take a step back, relax, let my body really repair itself. Giving yourself a little rest will actually increase your results over time, and that's why I did that. Going forward, after this cut, I've obviously placed a lot of stress on my body from working out just about every day and eating in a caloric deficit. I don't have the proper nutrition to recover, nor did I have the time to recover. So giving myself 4 to 5 days of recovery is going to allow me to go into this bulk and progressively overload with ease, not stumble upon a plateau so quickly. The first 6 weeks are very strength oriented. Over the cut, I obviously lost a little bit of strength and I want to regain that back so I can go into a more hypertrophy based program after that's done and really focus in on individual muscles and bringing up the overall physique. But for the first stages, I want to bring up the strength. I want to take you through that program. It's going to be a push-pull legs, hitting pull movements, then push movements, which is chest, triceps, and shoulders, and then legs, obviously. So that's it. I'm gonna go have breakfast and then sort out my day. Alright, so I've got a big bowl of oats with 20 grams of peanut butter in it, an apple, and half a banana. Ran out of peanut butter, which was really annoying, so I got some coconut oil in it. Gonna have this, and then we're going to go play tennis. Oh yeah. Gonna have some Subway right now. It's just chicken, lettuce, cucumber, and capsicum, that's about it. And then I'm gonna head back home and get a leg workout in. I will see you in the gym.
So kiss me with your marijuana breath. I can be a cure for loneliness. A little something to help you forget. It's human nature, it's in our bones. Cause no one wants to be all alone. I'm the darkness behind your eyes, killing brain cells and killing time. Some days we may go our separate ways, just to get the best of me. Rolling the chairs underneath the table, just to be the death of me.
Leg workout, pretty much as I said, it's very based towards a strength program. In regards to strength, it's less volume overall per workout. A little bit more intensity, a little bit less volume. That's basically the whole agenda towards it. So there's not a lot of sets. It was about 10 to 15 actual working sets, and then there's obviously warm-up sets for the squats. So I'm just gonna take you through that. I just started off with back squats. The first step is to hit a a 5 rep max. That means you're doing 5 reps, your maximum exertion. So as much weight as you can handle for 5 reps pretty much. But what you want to do is though warm up. So start with the bar, add a plate, warm up with that, do another 5 reps, add another bit of weight, do another 5 reps, and work up until you get to your maximum weight. That's pretty much how you want to do it. You don't want to go to failure or anywhere near failure on the warm up sets. You want to preserve as much energy and as much ATP for your actual 5 rep max. Start off with that and then did a few back off squats, which means drop the weight and up the reps. 3 sets of 12 reps on back squats again. My tips for squats in general is to find a good positioning for your feet for you and really drive your heels into the ground. That's what you want to focus on. You want to focus on driving all the force from the ground up. The tighter you are, the more exertion you're going to be able to expel. You want to stay tight around just everywhere on the way down. Squeeze your abs on the way up, squeeze your abs. And these last 12 reps, you kind of want to go quick. You don't want to go up, stop, down, up, stop, down. You want to up, down, up, down, up, down. You want to be fluid with the movement. And you're not taking these 12 reps to failure. You're not taking these 3 sets of 12s. This is just to get your body kind of used to the squats. So the 12 reps should be hard, but they shouldn't be to failure. Once that's done, you head over to the leg press. A close stance, leg press, feet as close as you possibly can. You want to take it the whole way down. You want to go until your knee touches your chest pretty much. And focus on the outer sweep of the quad. That bad boy. People have a pretty bad misconception about the feet stance. The higher you go, the more hamstring glute you're gonna use. The lower you go, the more quad, calf, etc. you're gonna use. The closer you are, the more it's gonna hit the outside of your quad sweep, and the further out you are, the more it's gonna hit your teardrop. So I did 3 sets of 10 reps on there. We're gonna head over and do a superset, lying leg curls into leg extensions. We're gonna do 3 sets on each exercise for 10 reps, focusing on a tempo of 1-1-3. That means 1 on the concentric phase, so while you're contracting the muscles, hold that contraction for 1 second, and then a 3-second negative phase. Pick a weight that you can do for 10 reps with that tempo. This is just to add a lot of hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is a lot about time under tension, and because the rest of the exercises that we did prior, squats, leg press, weren't really time under tension, they were more explosive movement, more for power and strength. We do want to utilize the tempo and add a little bit more hypertrophy work in there. So for the hamstring curls, what you want to focus on is thinking your leg is your arm. I know it sounds a bit counterintuitive. What do you do with a bicep curl? It's just straight up. It's just straight. You tense your bicep. Your hamstring is the bicep of the leg pretty much. So you want to think about bringing your heel to your glute. So we did 3 sets of 12 reps on both of those exercises. Then went over to a standing calf raise. Did 3 sets of 10 at a slow tempo. So it's a 2-2-2. So it's 2 up, 2 holding the contraction, and 2 down. Did that for 10 reps. And then once you hit 10 reps, you want to do a fast pace of a full range of motion to failure. And once you've done that, you want to do pulses to failure. So 3 sets of those, then headed over to a leg press calf. I was going to use the seated calf, but it was occupied. All good, I'll use leg press. No dramas. Leg press calf, it's one that's pretty underrated. Not a lot of people, just not a lot of people do it. It's a very different movement. I feel like you can get a very, very, very nice stretch in the calf, as well as you can really take this one to failure. That is that. Did 3 sets of 10 to 15. That was the end of the leg workout. Progressively, this is push, pull, legs, rest, split. That's how my week goes. I'm gonna go into another video with that, just explaining the entire program pretty much. The next workout I'll be doing is a pull workout, includes deadlifts, etc. That was the leg workout. Give that a go. Let me know how it goes. I'm gonna go get my next meal and I will catch you in the next clip. Alright, so that is the next meal. 350 grams of basmati rice, 20 grams of peanut butter, because I'm a savage and I put peanut butter on everything, and 100 grams of perfectly cooked chicken breast, which I'm gonna take you guys through. This is grilled. I'm getting more and more into grilled chicken breast. It just, I don't know, something about it. So you're still keeping it clean. Bulking doesn't mean you get fat and you eat shit. It just means you eat more with a little bit of variance. Obviously, it's a little bit more flexible, purely because my goal now isn't to look the best that I possibly can in terms of leanness, but instead to perform the best that I can as to put on muscle for the next time I cut down to look the best. So right now, you can have a little bit more flexibility. I'll tell you this though, there is one thing besides abs that I will miss about cutting, and that is refeeds. When you don't have carbs for a long time, and then you have carbs and you have calories, they are just amplified by about 1,000. So yeah, this has been the first video of my bulk. Good times, good times. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to just Yeah, gain a lot of strength, gain a lot of mass over the next 20 to 30 weeks. That's right. I'm thinking very, very, very long term in this sense. It's all about a long term. It's all about the long term, really. It's like if you're thinking in terms of 4 weeks, obviously there's short term goals. Like I want to increase my weight by half a pound per week. That's a short term goal. It's a very short term goal. But the long term goal obviously is in a compound effect. So if I'm putting on half a pound per week, for 30 weeks, I'm going to put on 15 pounds, obviously, but you break it down. So my main goal is obviously to put on a lot of muscle mass over the next 20 to 30 weeks so I can cut down and preferably hit a competition early next year, hopefully around February or January, one or the other. You guys need to really think of things in long term, but then break it down. So this is the easiest way to really find out the goals and what you want. People really overcomplicate goal setting. Goal setting is all about knowing what you want and then breaking it down, breaking it down, breaking it down. Let's just go with a very easy example of losing 50 pounds in 1 year. If you want to lose 50 pounds in 1 year, you got to break that down. That is around 4 pounds per month, which equates to around a pound a week. Now you've broken it down. Now all you have to do is understand how you lose 1 pound in that week. How do you do that? You go into a caloric deficit of 500 calories. You just gotta break it down. That's the long term, 1 year, 1 to 3 years. So you wanna lose 50 pounds, that's just an example. There's a lot more things. All you gotta know is what you want in the future, in a year to 2 years, and then break it down. 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, this fucking hour, and then focus on that, because you can't focus on the goal obviously and get to it. You need to focus on the day-to-days, and then that will make you get to the goal. But if you don't know where the goal is, where you're heading, what you're doing day-to-day to try and get to that goal, then you won't get there. Pretty much you're throwing darts at an invisible dartboard. You just gotta not be worried. You gotta not be romantic about what you're doing. You gotta just try things. Don't be scared. If you have an idea to do something, just do it. It's just the law of averages. If you throw enough darts at a dartboard, you're eventually going to get a bullseye. So basically, I'm just gonna wrap the video up here. I hope you enjoyed watching, because I enjoyed making it. I will catch you in the next one. Later.